Rice Dairy Risk Services is a licensed insurance agency and an affiliate of Rice Dairy LLC. Please see the end of this video for our full disclaimer.
Hello and welcome back to our mini-series where we are going over the Dairy RP quote calculator. Last time we went over our quarterly yields and prices. So Zach, what are we going over this time?
Yeah, so the next step down is the class-based insurance or the component-based insurance. So two of the biggest decisions you're probably making in looking to value your milk in whatever quarter you choose. And there's kind of a lot that goes into this question, and it's a question we get from a lot of guys too, is whether they should be doing class-based or component-based. And that depends on, one, your herd, what you're producing. Are you a high component herd, or are you pretty close to the standards? Otherwise, the other big question is, how is your milk check formed? Are you a high class 3 state or are you a high class 4 state? So for example, if we crank up the components to say you're 3-6 and let's say 4-6, you can see when you compare the two that you're looking at 1936 and 1549 on 100% class 3 base. And that 1939 does not represent a class 3 number, it represents a component adjusted number. So what they're doing is taking your protein and butter fat, running it through the calculator for the values of protein, butter fat, and other non-solids, which is basically based off of cheese and butter futures, to be able to get you to that component adjusted price. So why you would be choosing one or the other, if you are a high component base or a high component herd, like this situation would be now based on how is your milk check formed. So if you're Wisconsin or Idaho, high class 3 states, going 100% component makes sense. Now if you're a Jersey herd in California where you have a high class 4 price in your milk check, component-based price makes sense to cover that class 3 portion, but you're leaving yourself exposed to a lot of that class 4 price because you're not capturing any protection on the non-fat prices, which is a big portion of a California dairy's milk check. So that's something that you really want to talk over with your insurance agent when you're going through figuring out how your milk check is priced out, how your herd components are, and how that looks coming back into the milk check and what you're actually protecting price-wise when you take it back to butter, cheese, non-fat, whey. So those really are the biggest questions with why class or component-based, and kind of what you're looking at when you're doing either or.
Got it. So in summary, if you're in an area where your milk check is based more off of class 4, then you would go class-based.
Right, you'd go class-based, or you do a mixture of a component endorsement and a class-based endorsement of 100% class 4 to try to protect that price. Oh,
so you can do a mixture of
and
both
you can
of them.
do exactly, yeah. So you can do you could do 2 endorsements over all your milk. So you could do 70% of your pounds via component-based to protect that class 3 risk you have, and then 30% on 100% class 4 endorsement to try and protect that leftover butter and non-fat that you didn't protect via the component insurance.
Got it. All right. So I think that covers it. It seems like there's a lot going on.
Yeah, there definitely is a lot going on with this one. It's something you really need to think through and talk through before you do anything. But overall, it's a great ability to be able to do component, to be able to protect more revenue on the same pounds of milk. Is really the advantage of going component versus class.
Got it. Thank you.
Anything else?
No, I think that covers it.
All right. Well, thanks for having me again. Look forward to the next one.
Thanks for being here. And thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.
Thanks for watching Rice Dairy TV. Be sure to click here to learn more about Rice Dairy Risk Services and the Dairy RP program.
And if you're not sure where here is, make sure you scroll down below the video and in the description, click the link.
Well, that's what I meant to say.